Hello, everybody. This is Activist 2 once again. Since we had a power outage last night, this was after I had returned home from the best musical ever, which I just did a review of. Um, I decided to finish Lisa Kleypas's recent Friday Harbor novel called Crystal Cove. Now, normally I don't really care for romantic novels. However, this is very interesting, and the reason I like it is because it contains the supernatural in it, and I love the supernatural. She's given a grimoire, and that's something that is handed down from Covenor, what they call Covenors here, Covenor to Covenor to Covenor. And Justine, the main heroine of the tale, is the one who inherits the book. Though she is outside of the coven, and she's a Buddhist, well, albeit kind of a non-practicing Jew, a Jew. She's a non-practicing Buddhist. She's not very serious about her faith. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I can tell you that from experience. Um, she learns later on that there is a Geas, or Geas. I'm not sure if that's pronounced Geas or Gaius or Gios. I think it's pronounced Gios. A Gios is something that is a curse, basically, and this Gios has been placed on Justine. Later on, she figures out it's her own mother who has done this to her. Ugh, that's just terrible. When she discovers that, she almost loses it completely. She tries not to flip out. Her mother put that Gios on her for a good reason, and it's because Covenors, when they could only fall in love with another Covenor, they can't fall in love with a normal person, and she falls in love with somebody who doesn't have a soul. So it's just a very unusual kind of coupling there, because she looks to the Grim Noir, and she looks to the Chocodad, and the Chocodad, that means 13. And on it's a living thing, like the Necronomicon. I'm sorry, I had to make that equivocation there, because the Necronomicon is also a living thing, and it responds. It gives the reader advice. Or the Ninjanomicon is another book that's on the similar kind of scale here. It is a like in the plot and how it advances Randy in his quest, and how he becomes a better ninja, and all the wisdom he gains from it. But she gets the advice that she needs immediately from her grimoire or Chocodad, and her her guides, Sage and Rosemary, they wonder what she's done. They keep saying, "Oh, by Queen Hecate," which Hecate is the three prong version of womanhood. If you know anything about Greek mythology, she is maiden. She's maiden, crone, and mother. Maiden, crone, and mother. And I can't believe I actually remembered that, but sheesh, that goes back quite a bit from when I was actually reading my mythology. Those two get very concerned for Justine's actions, and they know that she's very impatient and impetuous and impulsive. And this gets her into quite a bit of trouble, particularly with Justin Black, the love interest. And Justin, or Jacob, I can't remember. They're both J names, so I think his name's Jacob. But anyway, Jacob and she, or Jason and she breaks the Gios, and he falls in love with her. And he just becomes attached, literally attached to her. It's like, you cannot live without me. You need me. and it's just a really beautiful love story, and I absolutely loved it. I just adored it. I was exhilarated by it, and um, I really liked his character, even though he came off as kind of an insufferable brat at first. Um, he had well-rounded interests, and he reveals later that he's a little bit of a nerd. I thought, yeah, score one for the nerds. But he's a very intriguing character, and so is Justine. And there is a happy ending at the end of all of it. But I think this is my favorite book of the Friday Harbor series, and it's really not all that long. It's only 300 something pages. But if you're into supernatural romance, and you believe that such incredible things can happen, or miracles still exist in this day and age, I would certainly recommend it, because it's definitely worth your while, and it's really a good read, and it's light, fluffy, and airy, and it's not altogether without its conflicts. She introduces conflicts quite well, particularly in this one, I think. And her writing is just so sensual and sumptuous that it makes it, just a delightful, fantastic read, and rather erotic in spots. And it's not your typical eros, but there is eros in it, which makes it very yummy, I thought. Um, and it's just a great book, and I absolutely savored every moment of it. 2 thumbs up, 5 stars.